Before that, we had a throwback track from Prehab with Not Coming Home. We're going to have some brand new music that we're going to share from Prehab in this hour because we got them in studio right now. I'd like to introduce Jason, Chris, and Philip. It's 3 out of 4 members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 is not bad, I guess.
Right. And your brother, he's in New York. We'll talk about him as well, the lead singer, who's also like a fashion aficionado. What's the official title? What would you call him? What would he call himself to a pretty woman in the room?
He's just like a monster entrepreneur, I guess. I don't know if that's an actual term, but I mean, he's got his jean line Diego Milano, which is part of what we're celebrating tomorrow night. Actually, they're having a fashion show in the after party, so CD parties at Rock Bar, which
right.
is playing. So
yeah, it's a whole different type of show because you have the fashion show, then you have the rock show, and you guys will share more music from you. Just a rock solid band and pros, to say the very least. But yeah, I would say an entrepreneur extraordinaire, a self-made man.
That sounds better. I like that. Yeah, extraordinaire.
Yeah, because he was able to basically, take nothing, turn it into a bunch of money. He's living out in New York. He's, how'd you have time to even catch up with them to record this CD?
Well, actually, he does live here, but he's always all over the place. And that's always a problem with us for scheduling. We would love to do more live shows. A lot of cool opportunities come up, but it's always a challenge with the schedule. But, we carved out the time. And the thing that was really cool is where we went in Texas is called Sonic Ranch. And it's basically like a compound where you stay, you record, and they provide meals for you. And it's completely in like a desert wasteland. So there's no distractions. There's no anything crazy going on. So that was cool for me because I kind of managed the band. And I was able to just basically lock these guys down, make sure they're on their best behavior, and we're just recording the whole time. Yeah, right. I tried. I don't know if I was successful with that, but we actually got a record out of it, so I'm pretty happy.
So that's where you stayed. There's lodging there, so you would sleep there, eat, sleep, record, and do everything at this compound.
Yeah, exactly. And it's 30 miles, basically east of El Paso. So it's basically the nearest town is 7 miles, and I think they have a McDonald's and a Texaco, and that's it, man. It's there's nothing there. So that's all we did was work.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you hear about this place, and who was recorded there before?
Bands that have been there before, like Beach House, Yeah Yeah Yeahs. They've done a ton of stuff. Bright Eyes has done a bunch of stuff there.
Right.
I heard about it through our producer, Owen Morris, his management. We basically were looking. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for basically a place where we could all stay together, work together, and just work. That's it, 24/7, no distractions, and that was pretty high recommended to us.
How long were you out there?
I was out there for a couple of weeks. These guys, the drummer and the bass player, sometimes they get off a little easy. They lay the basic tracks, and then
we're out of there.
And then they basically sit back and tell us what we're doing wrong for a couple of weeks or whatever. So, but we were out there for 14 days.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Via email. I don't like that part, man. Take it out.
It's kind of like a work vacation. No, that's got to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it actually was. It was great.
The place had incredible gear,
Yeah, so it was like a playground that you're in this compound, and then it's okay, now I could basically put all the outside world to the outside of these walls and just, play for the next 2 weeks and just immerse myself in music and creativity and rocking out with my brothers. That sounds like a phenomenal time. And you're getting fed.
And we even had crappy cell phone reception, too. So
so you couldn't even talk to the outside world.
Yeah.
That's great. What were they feeding you? Did they have a chef on property?
Breakfast and lunch they had these Mexican ladies, because it's 4 miles north of the border.
Right.
And in a pecan orchard.
Oh, man.
And, they had breakfast and lunch. These Mexican ladies whipped together these, authentic dishes.
Dude, I want to start a band just so I can record here. This is insane.
Should, man.
I did not want to leave.
Oh, I bet you it was pricey as hell, though.
It even came with a cat, my room, there was a cat who lived in the room, and I just went in there, and he had one, too.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
It was freaking weird, man.
Auxiliary cat, man.
Each had their own cat.
Yeah.
And they put that on the brochure, too?
Yeah, totally.
I was thinking it was something totally different when I read it.
Right? Pussy, right?
Right.
Oh, my my goodness.
So it took you 2 weeks to record and bang that out. And, I mean, you had time to kind of write the songs before you went in, or did you actually end up writing a couple songs since you were there for the 2 weeks?
Yeah, actually, with this one, it was kind of interesting because we went back. My brother has got like a suitcase full of cassette tapes that date back like decades. So basically, we scoured through old stuff. We kind of wrote some. So it's kind of a mix of older music, even a couple of songs I think we did in the 90s when we were the band that Bedspins. We played on Mill, and some new stuff. So it's kind of like something old, something borrowed, something blue. You know, it's just it's a mix.
Yeah, was it important to try to recapture and and pay homage and respect to those songs that you had before when you guys were younger, and really put them into the quality recording that they never really got?
Exactly, that was part of it, and a big part of it too is Phil. This is our first record with Phil, and he adds a totally different dynamic, and just amazing guy to play with. So that brought those songs, I think, up to a much higher level, and we really wanted to get that on tape.
Nice.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night at the Rock Bar, are you gonna have anyone open for you, or is it gonna be straight fashion show and then showcase? You guys rock for like an hour or so?
Yeah, it's basically just going to be us. The fashion show's in another location. We have like this party bus. Anybody that wants to check it out can just go to prehabmusic.com and get all the details. But it's going to be basically just us. There's going to be a DJ upstairs. It's a pretty cool venue, because they got the cool upstairs. You can just chill. You can come and watch the band, throw stuff at us, or whatever you want to do. So, yeah.
No, I love it. As far as Scottsdale venues are concerned as well, too. Rock Bar definitely gives you that gritty rock and roll feel, but then also has that Scottsdale appeal, and you have it both. You have the lounge and you have the area where you can rock out, and seems like a party. You guys definitely, don't slack when it comes to throwing a good time together.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, my brother, the singer, he has a tendency to go off, and I always try to encourage that if I can.
Right. You're like, should we get a party bus? Yeah, we should get a party bus.
It sounds like a brilliant idea.
Right.
Absolutely.
Should the models in the fashion show come with us?
Yes.
Yeah, the models in the fashion show should come with us.
I can sign off on that.
Right. All right, well, we're going to showcase a couple tracks off of this album here. And where's the physical version? And what'd you name this again? Amphetamine?
Light Up the Sky. That single is Wrong Door.
Yeah, I got Wrong Door. So Light Up the Sky is the name of the album?
Correct.
And what did you name it that?
It was one of those things actually where my brother and I were working on a song. Actually, I think we were working on the song Wrong Door, and there's a solo in it, and he was basically trying to paint like a visual picture for me. He's like, when that solo hits, he's like, I just want you to light up the sky. And of course, as his brother, I'm like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. What does that mean, man? So, but it was just kind of cool. And the lyric, there's that lyric that says light up the sky in that song also, and I thought it was a good fit. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's get into, since we talked about, there's no title track on that. So let's get into Wrong Door first. We're going to play a couple tracks off of Light Up the Sky from Prehab. We'll give you more details on the big CD release / fashion show that's going down tomorrow night as well. So keep it tuned to the Alternative 939.